Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm William Hyman. I'm your host, and this is Just Force 911, where we look at how our public officials do their job or they completely foobar it. If you would, while you're here, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the like and share button. Thumbs up, thumbs down tells me how I am doing, and leave a comment if you would, please. This video today is from Police Cam Story. Information will be down below. Go check them out. Tell them I sent you over there, and see if you like their stuff. If you do, please subscribe and like and share. It helps their algorithms. Oh, by the way, I have a new store. The information's down below. It's a Printify store. There's 4 different logos you can put on them. If you go to my front page, you can see what the logos are. And check the stuff out. I got 10% off till Christmas. It's really good merchandise. It's not cheap stuff that's going to fall apart. It's actually going to hold together well for you. I've ordered some stuff and looked at it before I ever got started with them. And that's the one I went with because all of their stuff is high quality. And I'm not going to sell my subscriber stuff that is junk. I refuse to do that. Yeah. I work too hard for my money, and I'm sure you guys do for yours. So, go check it out. And like I said, I gave you 10% off till the first, till Christmas. Just because I'm trying to help everybody out with, and I know you guys are trying to help me out. So it works both ways. So anyway, let's check this video out. This is a gentleman who is an investigator, and the police pull him over for absolutely no reason, and he basically gives them the riot act. So let's check this out, guys, and tell me what you think, and here we go.
Every single cop in this nation is a liar. You're talking to an ex-law enforcement officer here, buddy. I'm free to go, because this is an illegal detainment.
Let's pick it up later.
So I'm going to ask you once again, if you want to be a smartass about it, I'll file an internal affairs case on you.
Mike, a former police officer turned private investigator, is hired by a distraught husband who suspects his wife of infidelity. Having served years in law enforcement, Mike knows the system inside and out. Equipped with his experience, he begins to track the woman discreetly. The surveillance leads him to uncover evidence confirming the husband's suspicions. Subsequently, he was pulled over by cops. Mike immediately asks why he was detained, noting that the officer stopped him based on a complaint from a woman who claimed he'd been following her. Mike challenges this, asserting that the officer has no probable cause to detain him.
How are you doing? What's going on with you following me? Are you an investigator of some sort?
Can I ask why you pulled me over, sir?
I pulled you over because the young ladies came over there and said you've been following her since she left the airport yesterday. So I want to know who you are.
Have I committed a crime?
No, but I'm conducting an investigation. Have you been following that young lady? I mean, if you're an investigator, investigate away. But if you're somebody harassing her or stalking her, that's against the law. Me pulling you over to find out who you are is me doing my job.
You mind getting that light out of my eyes?
Sir, it's nighttime. I don't know you from Adam's house cat. I don't know if you have weapons in here.
You see both my hands right here.
Well, I don't know if you have weapons in here, man.
Okay, real quick. First off, if you're scared and you have your hand in your gun, what is wrong with you? Go get another job where you're not such a sissy. First off, you cannot pull somebody over without a reason. And he said, no, I just pulled you over because I wanted to check you out. You can't do that, you idiot. Oh, my God. And this is the kind of cops we hire. Sovereign citizens that hide behind the blue shield and thin blue line and have qualified immunity. And most of them don't have an IQ over 20, and that's the reason it's such a problem. We need to have regulations on these officers. They need to have an IQ high enough to be able to, know the difference. So let's get back to it.
There are places you want to go.
I hate ads.
Then, there are places you...
So I'm going to keep my flashlight right here where it is. I don't have it in your face. That would be in your face. I have it down. I'm trying to show you that respect.
Right in his eyes.
Illuminating the vehicle for my safety.
His safety. What a pussy.
Now, would you agree that I've answered every question you've asked me? And all I asked you was one simple question.
Am I free to go?
No, you are not. Not until I find out who you are. I'm conducting an investigation. You have your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance?
And keep in mind, the driver does not have to help him with his investigation. And since there's no reason for him to pull him over, he actually doesn't have to give his driver's license, his proof of insurance, or his registration. Depending on what state you're in, you may have to give your name.
Have you pulled me for a traffic violation, sir?
No, sir. I've already explained that to you. Now, you can play the back and forth rigmarole all you want to. I've explained to you why I pulled you over.
Okay, and
The
you
young
didn't have,
lady
you didn't
said
have
that you've
PC. I'm not suspected
The
of committing a
probable
crime.
cause is that you've been following this young lady, and she
Do you know
said
that,
for
sir?
her life.
Did you see that? Did you see that,
You
deputy?
came back by. Why'd you come back by?
I don't have to answer questions.
Okay, you don't have to answer questions. Okay? You do have to identify yourself, sir.
Sir, if you suspect me of committing a crime or about to commit a crime, I have to identify myself. You have no probable cause to pull me for a traffic violation. I asked you why you pulled me.
You because the young lady said that you've been following her since yesterday.
So you believe?
Okay, that's called RAS, reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has happened, is happening, or is going to happen within the next few seconds.
Believe everything everyone says to you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay. Will you conduct right away, sir? At this point in time, I elect to not say anything. I elect to speak to say anything without having my attorney present. That would be Eric Friday.
Call him. Call him. Tell him to come up here. We're at the 8100 block of Arlington Express.
Just so you're aware, you're being videotaped.
Mike's response to the deputies emphasizes his knowledge of the law. He refuses to provide identification, explaining that under Florida statute, a person is not required to identify themselves unless there is reasonable suspicion they are committing or about to commit a crime. As the officer fails to establish any legitimate reason, Mike remains firm, demanding to know if he is free to go. The deputies, uncomfortable with his rights-based stance, continue questioning, but fail to provide any legal basis for detaining him.
I do not care. Do you get my good side? My right side is usually my best side.
Yeah, there's no good side on the cop's face.
Well, you're one of those people.
Yeah, it's one of those people. Yeah, and you're one of those people, right? Gun and badge grant extra rights, right?
No, it doesn't grant me an extra right.
Yeah.
But,
How about you do your job and honor your oath?
Telling me that somebody's been following her since yesterday? Yeah, I'm gonna investigate.
Yeah, and you just take everything everyone comes up to you. Okay, I just said someone pull a gun on me. You're gonna go investigate that?
I sure would. Who pulled a
Yeah.
gun on you?
Yeah.
Who pulled a gun on you? Someone pull a gun on you?
I don't answer questions, deputy.
You don't answer questions. You just stalk young lady. Just stand by them.
He's coming back up to the vehicle.
Okay.
Your name and badge number, deputy? Your name and badge number, deputy? Well, the guy that pulled me is leaving. The guy that pulled me over is leaving. Am I free to go, deputy? Am I free to go?
No, sir, not yet.
What am I being detained for, sir?
Hey, when I get around to get my car where it needs to be, I'll explain to you. Hey, buddy, what's going on here?
Name and badge number, sir?
Simpson 66192.
Masinsin, M-A-S-I-N-S-I-n. So I'd like to know why I'm being detained.
So someone's saying that you're cleaning your stock. What is that, are you an investigator, right?
Okay, let me make this clear, sir. I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm not giving you gentlemen a hard time.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So I'm gonna roll this window up, okay?
Okay.
I'd like to know...
Someone's alleged.
Let me speak for a moment, sir. No disrespect.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like for you to articulate what crime you suspect me of committing or what crime you suspect me of about to commit.
No, we just have a reasonable suspicion to figure out what's going on here.
No, sir. So you don't get to detain me to figure out if I've committed a crime, sir. The law and the statute states In order for you to detain me, you must have reasonable, articulable suspicion that either I have committed.
Yeah, we have probable cause.
What is your probable cause?
You got a complaint that we got that the red.
That's not probable cause, sir.
Throughout the interaction, Mike uses his legal expertise to expose the officer's abuse of power. He explains that exercising his rights does not make him uncooperative, a key point many officers try to twist. As noted by the Supreme Court in Miranda v. Arizona, a person has the right to remain silent and is not obligated to assist law enforcement in building a case against themselves. Mike further exposes how officers often manipulate citizens' words to incriminate them, standing firm in his refusal to answer questions.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Stalking.
And you suspect me of committing
That's why I
stalking?
want to know, were you anywhere near this? Near this
I don't answer questions.
Do you know who she is?
I do not answer
But she said
questions.
she has no idea who she is.
If you're going to articulate that you suspect me of committing a crime and have reasonable suspicion of
If you
that,
don't agree with it, if you don't agree with our probable cause,
your name and badge number, sir?
Sir, what's your name?
Your name and badge number, sir?
Well, you gonna remember?
But all you're being recorded. I've got 4 cameras in this truck. You're required by policy to issue your name and badge number. I'm going to ask you what. I'm speaking to this gentleman right now. I'll get your name and badge number in a minute. Your name and badge number.
0051.
What's your name?
I just told you.
I didn't hear it because I'm sitting there
Well,
speaking
you're
to this
recording
gentleman.
it so you can pick it up later.
So I'm going to ask you once again. If you want to be a smartass about it, I'll file an internal affairs case on
I
you.
gave you once already.
I didn't hear it. I'm asking you once again. So to extend some professional courtesy and treat me with the respect I deserve.
I did.
What is your name and badge number?
Well, here's Levitino. Sir, I gave you mine. 0051.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Deputy. Was that so hard?
No.
Your name and badge
That's
number,
the
sir.
second time.
When I give you my name and badge number,
Can I have your name?
Name and badge number, sir.
Lou. Hang on.
I'd like to have your name, sir.
See, the thing is, sir, the law states,
Courtesy, sir.
I don't have to give my name and information unless you suspect me of committing a crime.
I don't.
Then am I free to go? Because this is an illegal detainment.
At this time.
This is an illegal detainment.
Okay.
My attorney, Mr. Eric Friday, would love to bring up a civil lawsuit against you and the city for this illegal detainment.
Sir, we're not trying to upset you.
I'm not
We had
upset.
a radio call. Let me give you a
Go right ahead, sir.
We got a radio call that a vehicle matching this description of your vehicle was harassing someone in a short sense, okay? Don't know what's transpired. We don't know anything about it. Your car meets what we were told, and that's why we're questioning you.
Okay.
And that's very simple. All we need to do is just ask you your name and the car and where you've been.
May I
to
ask how my
verify
name
that.
is going to establish whether I've harassed someone or not?
If you ask for our name, it would be nice to have your name as well.
It would be, but see, I don't...
And you don't have to give it
I appreciate
now,
you saying
because-
that, sir.
All right, you don't have to give it now, but we'd just like to know, so we can, gentlemen,
Yeah.
would that be
My
okay?
name is Mike, sir. You can address me as Mike.
Okay, that's fine, Mike. That's a great beginning.
All right.
And the reason why is because, like I said, your car matches the description we were given.
I respect
Doesn't
that.
mean
I
you're
respect
guilty.
that. I respect that. You're
It doesn't
talking
mean
to an
you're
ex-law
guilty.
enforcement officer here, buddy.
All right, we're not saying you're guilty of anything. We didn't say that.
Then
We're
you
not
are illegally
intimating it.
detaining me. I asked
No,
the
sir.
last deputy that left what was his reasoning for stopping me. He didn't stop me for a traffic
Did I just
let me
tell you
first of all,
now?
let me calm down. I
Did
shouldn't
I?
be yelling at you.
Thank you.
I shouldn't be
And,
doing
and
that.
I'm not yelling at you.
This
right?
deputy that stopped me, sir, did not articulate he was stopping me for a traffic violation. Then
No.
I asked him what his probable cause was, or what crime he suspected me of committing, or
No.
what reasonable crime, or reasonable
It's not the
suspicion.
case. The case is, as I stated, is that we had a description of a vehicle. Your vehicle matched that, and we're just here to determine, no, you're not the one, or yes, you are the one. Very
But see, the
simple.
law protects me. I don't have to
What-
answer
that-
questions.
no, what- Yes, sir.
Are you-
But
you
we're
said-
asking for your cooperation.
Mhm.
And can we get that cooperation?
I'm cooperating. The fact that I extend my rights doesn't mean I'm not cooperating, sir. Would you agree with
But
that,
I
sir?
don't. But I don't understand it. If you said you were an ex-law enforcement officer, and you understand that when somebody calls us and says, "Hey, this vehicle was following me," okay,
Okay.
and we stop you
Okay.
and we ask you questions
Correct.
regarding you, either you did or you didn't.
Correct.
What do you think a citizen, if they weren't doing anything wrong, would say, "No, I'm not doing
But
that"?
see,
or
sir,
whatever?
as a law enforcement officer, I realize how LEOs twist people's words.
No, we're not.
Let me finish speaking,
Okay,
okay?
yes, please do.
They twist people's words. Any attorney, and all you three gentlemen will know, you don't
Lawyers
ever
do the same
speak
thing.
to
Hang
the
on a second,
cops.
Lou. I want to hear what he got to say.
You don't ever talk to cops. Never. You never talk to cops unless you're legally obligated to. Nothing good can come from that. I'm very well of my rights, very well aware of my rights. Now, I understand you're doing no fault with that. You are doing your job.
Okay.
And the mere fact that I'm exercising my legal rights does not make me uncooperative. Okay? Now, the fact that someone called you and said they're harassing doesn't give you the general order just to stop people.
No, that wasn't the reason why. Because a person in a vehicle that matched your description was doing that. We didn't say you were doing it.
Okay.
And that's what we're coming down to.
But how do you define harassing? Someone just called says they were harassing. Did you ask her what they did? Did you ask the person?
He said a red truck took a truck was following her since he was found.
Is that a crime?
We haven't determined that. We just want to make sure.
Do you see where I'm going with this, sir? I mean, I understand. You guys are doing your job, but do you see how this goes? I'm aware of my rights. You do not have, or excuse me, you have the right to ask me whatever question you want.
You're really enjoying this.
I'm not enjoying anything. You know what I am enjoying? How you officers fail to realize that those badges and those guns don't give you the right to violate other people's rights. Sir, you are. I've articulated to you that you are illegally detaining me. And because you choose to abuse your authority and not recognize that what I'm saying is a fact, you are illegally violating my rights.
The deputies grow increasingly frustrated as Mike calls out their behavior, reminding them that their authority does not extend to violating constitutional rights. He accuses the officers of corruption, stating that every cop is complicit if they remain silent when witnessing wrongdoing by fellow officers. The Supreme Court, ruling in Kyle's the Fifth Whitley, supports this, stating that law enforcement is obligated to disclose misconduct, and failure to do so makes them complicit. Mike's direct challenge to their credibility forces them to back down.
Question you to find out if you are the one or not the one that was violating this other woman's rights.
But I've made it clear, sir, I'm not going to answer questions. I've made it clear I'm not. You don't get to.
Cooperating.
Yes, sir. The fact that I'm exercising my rights does not mean I'm not cooperating, sir.
Yes, it does.
It does not. It absolutely does not. Now, if I was doing something against the law or resisting you in some manner...
We can't determine that.
But you don't get to question me so I can give you information so you can make a case or not a case. I'm not saying I am this person, I'm not saying I am not this person. But what you fail to realize is I do not have to speak to you, sir. And that does not give you the right to detain me until you get some information to charge me with a crime. You don't get to search and search until I say something or you twist something I say to use it against me. You gentlemen have a dangerous job. There is 19 unsolved murders in this city. Okay? You've got much better things to do to fuck with me. Okay? I'm not a threat to anyone.
We're not here to fuck.
What? Sir, there's 5 cops here. The gentleman that pulled me, and if he had any reasonable articulate suspicion, is no longer here. I'm assuming, I don't know where he is or where he's gone. You 3 gentlemen have no first-hand information. No first-hand information. This officer that pulled me over said he spoke with some individual that says apparently I was doing something that was classified as harassment.
That's not what we said. We didn't say you.
You didn't say that. I said that officer.
That your vehicle was told.
Now, were you here? See this camera here?
Yes.
That officer stood here and said he spoke to a woman that said I was harassing her and following her for days. I didn't say you 3. The black gentleman, the gentleman that was here a few moments ago, that has now left the scene. So once again, gentlemen, hold on. Let me calm down.
Go ahead.
Once again, gentlemen, if you have a reasonable articulate suspicion of me committing a crime or about to commit a crime, you have a right to detain me, ask me for my ID, which I will oblige you with, as I'm required by law. Short of that standard, you are illegally detaining me. I've asked to be free to go, and you are telling me until I give you some information, I'm not free to go. That is a violation of my rights, sir. Do you understand that?
He's the one that's going to give us your ID. That's all.
You know what, guys? I would love to give it to you because I used to be one of them. But because I'm aware of my rights and because of my life experiences with law enforcement, I choose to exercise my rights. Not to be difficult, sir. You guys have much more better things. See, that's just it, because people don't know their rights. And because LEOs, I don't know you 3 gentlemen personally, I quit a department because I ratted out the crook cops that worked with me. Okay? I'm sick of it. The corruption is everywhere. Every single cop in this nation is a liar. All right? I used to be one of them.
And you're calling 3 of us liars.
Yes, sir. If you're going to stand here and tell me you've never falsified tweets, twisted a report just for your benefit, or provided false information, or saw one of your fellow brothers in blue violate someone's rights or do something wrong, by the mere fact of you withholding that information and not going to your supervisor makes you a liar. In your life, you've never, ever lied. You've never, ever lied in your entire life.
Well, that's something that you're talking about as a police officer or as a human being?
As a police officer, you've never lied in your life. Sir, you're allowed to lie in investigations. The Supreme Court has ruled you're allowed to lie. So your credibility just went out the window for me. I'm a certified interrogator, buddy. Don't sit here and play this game with me. You just lost your credibility. Now, any respectable person would say, of course I've lied. I've lied in the line of duty. I've lied in my personal life. Yeah. I got more integrity in my finger, buddy, than you've got in your whole body.
Okay, sir, back to my original question
Yes,
when
sir.
I first got here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you following somebody?
I don't answer questions, sir.
Okay.
Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to go.
Thank you.
In the end, Mike successfully defends his rights, compelling the deputies to let him go without identifying himself. His refusal to cooperate with their unlawful investigation is backed by Terry v. Ohio, which holds that officers must have a reasonable suspicion of criminal activity to stop and question a person. This encounter underscores how knowledge of the law can protect individuals from corrupt officers attempting to overstep their authority. Mike's stand against these deputies is a powerful example of how an informed citizen can thwart attempts at police abuse. Subscribe and share for more police cam stories. Watch the next recommended video. Click to watch now.
All right. So, what do you guys think about that? Was he right or was he wrong? And make sure you go over to Police Cam Stories and tell them I sent you guys over there. Check them out and check out some of their videos. Okay? You guys have a nice evening, and I'll talk to you on another one.